Look at you, Batman. You are far too weak to defeat me now.
Never. Good will always triumph over evil.
Never. I am Bane.
Come with me. I can save you. As we speak, Enterprise is on its way to blow you up.
What?
I'm Batman. It's the Ian Hairston Show. Ian Hairston Show. Entertainment on the go. For everyone you know. It's the Ian Hairston Show. Hello. Hello. Hey, everybody. Hello. Hey. Welcome to an all-new episode of The Ian Hairston Show. It's me, Ian Hairston. What's good with you? Today is our Fanboy episode. In case you can't tell, in spirit of the show today, I am all Batmaned out. I am wearing my Batman t-shirt and have my Batman mug making a reappearance and a Batman lunchbox. You don't want to know what I keep in there. So I wanted to interview somebody that was very familiar with the entire, Fanboy, the whole comic book, superhero world and culture and that sort of thing, and who could give us a little general knowledge about what's going down in it right now. Alright, at this time I want to go ahead and bring out our guest for today's show. He is a comic book and superhero enthusiast. But yeah, let's bring out Chris, everybody.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Let me just say it's an honor to be invited on the show.
It's an honor to have you, Chris. Thank you so much.
Anytime.
Alright, so let's get into it. You classify yourself as a comic book superhero enthusiast. I'm going to say an avid comic book and superhero enthusiast. And maybe the smartest guy you know.
I wouldn't say I'm the smartest guy I know. I think in my age group I am, but there are a lot of different people, a lot of people at Acme Comics, and definitely at my favorite comic book store, Parts Unknown, that know a way greater deal of information regarding comic book characters than I do, but I believe I am, for my age.
What is it about that culture, that subculture that attracts you so much? Because it's not the most popular thing to be into right now, but if you're into it, it's really, really cool.
I'd have to say it's partly the collecting. If you're a collector, that's one thing. And two, if you love superheroes, then you're probably going to be drawn to it. For me, the reason as to why I am a big enthusiast and avid reader is just seeing how superheroes deal with their social lives, and they're still so selfless. I've got to say it's inspiring to me that these people give up more than what anyone else would do, and they still take care of people they don't know, and they still deal with a lot of different problems with their own social lives. Peter Parker is being one of them, and he's the most identifiable characters to me growing up.
Well, he's probably one of the most human characters, I guess you could say. I mean, he lives in New York City, he
has horrible luck with girls.
Right. Would you go so far as to say that maybe that's your favorite superhero, Spider-Man?
Absolutely. Spider-Man is my absolute favorite hero. I loved him growing up, and even today.
Who do you think would win in the fight, Spider-Man or Batman?
Spider-Man. Absolutely. Spider-Man.
I think Batman would probably win. I think that Batman would toss something at Spider-Man like that.
See,
and yeah.
There's the thing with that is that's Batman's motif is surprises. Spider-Man's got spider sense, remember?
Oh,
He knows the danger's about to happen. But I would have to say that Spider-Man would win overall because of his spider sense.
You know what your spider sense can't run from? A bat plane. I want the people at home to understand that this is a real culture. This is a thriving culture. It's no different than skateboarders or hip hoppers or anything like that. What's the scene like in Greensboro?
There are two major comic book shops. Acme Comics is one of them, and it's a great shop. If you really are interested in collectibles and trade paperbacks, it's one of the best shops to actually go to. But my personal favorite one, I love the people that work. Deals entirely with single issue comic books. They do have trade paperbacks. They have a lot of trade paperbacks, but it is the perfect place if you want to collect books and if you actually want to have a good conversation with people there as well. Me personally, I direct people to Parts Unknown because it's a smaller shop and it's locally owned. So I really do want my favorite store to stay in business, especially since it's closer to where I live.
Well, let's talk a bit for a minute about the summer movies that are coming out. It's summertime, so of course there are all these huge blockbuster movies that are coming out. Captain America 2 has already come out. Spider-Man 2 has just recently come out.
Two of which I've already seen.
What were your thoughts on them?
Captain America is one of the best Marvel movies I've actually seen in that universe. I'm not going to ruin anything for anyone who has not seen it so far, but there's a lot of big surprises that are going on, and it completely sets up for the Avengers 2. And Spider-Man, I may be biased when I say this being a Spider-Man fan, but I cried at how good it was. It's a 2.5-hour movie. They could not condense it any shorter than that because they had to get everything from the storyline that they did. And honestly, I could not be happier with it. It's a very dark movie, but it keeps in tone with how dark Spider-Man has been.
I haven't seen the second movie yet.
You need to get on that.
I want to go see it in the D-Box with the seats rock. And to the friends that I flaked on last week, sorry, I'm going to go see it in the D-Box.
Along with the friends that I flaked on last week, I had to go see it. I went to see it Saturday. I'm sorry, Bailey. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sure there's other people, but most of all, I'm supposed to go see it with you, Bailey. And I promise I will. I really will.
Spider-Man tearing friendships apart since 2014. So I think one of the biggest movies coming out, or one of the most highly anticipated movies, would have to be the X-Men Days of Future Past movie.
I cannot wait for that.
Anyway, but Bryan Singer is going to return as the director. It also is going to combine the old X-Men cast, which people are used to seeing, and the newer X-Men cast from First Class and that sort of thing.
Okay.
And it's going to combine those casts into one big movie that will really meld the entire X-Men world together, from what I understand.
It's a really big thing with the Sentinels, and
like
those are like the main threat is Bolivar Trask, who I'm actually really glad that Peter Dinklage is playing. If anyone's a Game of Thrones fan,
yeah.
I'm really glad he's been chosen as the character to play him. I can't wait for it because I have not seen better Sentinel productions.
So also something that I feel like keeps getting lost in the shadows is the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. That will be coming out later on this summer as well.
Thank you for actually bringing that up.
You know about it, but I feel like the mainstream public doesn't really know what Guardians of the Galaxy are, or even the
Guardians of the Galaxy is basically kind of a ragtag group of people that are actually protecting the galaxy from intergalactic threat. Guardians is to defend the galaxy of Earth, because it's not just one person. It's a green-skinned alien who's, I believe,
played by Zoe Saldana.
Yeah, it's a very big cast list. It's a lot of different big name stars. There's Vin Diesel as Groot, Bradley Cooper as Rocket Raccoon too, and Batista as Drax the Destroyer, and Peter Quill as Star Lord. Me personally, I cannot wait for it because this is expanding the universe in such a great way.
Right. More and more TV shows are starting to create superhero TV shows for the new show that's coming out on Fox that I can't wait for, which is Gotham.
I love that.
I saw the new trailer for it just the other day, and it looks really, really good. I wasn't really sure what to expect from it because for anyone who remembers Birds of Prey from the WB way back in the day, yeah. What are your thoughts on the TV show?
See, I can't wait. I am a fan of DC comic books, not as much as Marvel, but Batman's my favorite one.
Mm-hmm.
I like how it's going to be a crime drama, because
Mm-hmm.
a lot of Batman villains are just normal people with like really big psychosis. I really can't wait because it's just about Jim Gordon, and
Mm-hmm.
Jim Gordon's such a great character in my opinion. He's so
He is.
down to earth and such a great detective.
I just think that it's weird that the guy from the OC is playing a real adult. Because I remember when he was on the OC and he was playing a teenager, and now he's playing a real adult, and that's just kind of weird. It means I'm getting old.
Have you heard of what Netflix and Marvel are doing?
No, what are they doing?
Basically, they signed a deal where 4 different superheroes, Daredevil, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, and Jessica Jones, are going to be showing up in their own TV series.
So, I guess I want to talk about the big news that I have heard today, which is the fact that they are finally making a Mighty Morphing Power Rangers movie. There's gonna be Jason, there's gonna be Kimberly, there's gonna be Tommy, hopefully. There's going to be Trini and Billy and last but not least Zach, because I feel like he was always last because he was black back in the 90s, but that's a whole different story. But anyway, but yeah, so they're coming out with this movie. They're pairing with Lionsgate. I'm a little upset they didn't come to me to direct it, but who knows? They're still in the beginning
You're a
phases.
very busy man, Ian.
I am. I've got this talk show going on. I don't know if I can even leave it to do the movie.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so it's happening. It's official.
Just a side note, I'm really happy that there's a 4th Transformers movie, and it's having my favorite character, Grimlock, which is the dinosaur.
Mm-hmm.
You can see Optimus Prime riding on him.
And that's coming out this summer as well, too.
Yeah.
So yeah, there are just a ton of movies coming out this summer.
Like Godzilla too.
Godzilla's coming out.
It looks. And I'm not a Godzilla fan either, but it looks amazing, and B, freaking Heisenberg's on it too, like Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, that's what everyone keeps saying about Bryan Cranston being on it. Yeah.
That I cannot wait. I'm actually looking forward to it.
Okay. All right, Chris. Well, it was great having you on the show. I do appreciate you coming on. Everybody.
I'm really happy to be here.
Well, thank you, Chris. Everybody, this is Chris. Give him a round of applause. When we come back to the show, we're going to talk about my new total obsession of the week. Okay, so now it is time for my total obsession of the week. And my total obsession of the week this week is that visor that Stevianos, that girl with the whole Donald Sterling thing, that visor that she wears. I have got to have one of those visors. I need one of those visors. I have to have one. I'm gonna get one. I've looked at some online, and so I'm gonna get one, and I'll showcase it here on the show whenever I get one. But it's so absurd that it's perfect. I was going to try to demonstrate on how to make one on the show because I thought that'd be fun, but I was like, that's like way too much work. And so I didn't want to do that. If anyone wants to donate a visor to me, I'd like a black one or a white one or a red one in that order. I'd like to have all of them. Maybe you can send me one at your will. I'm open to that. I'm so open to that. I mean, the visor itself is so absurd because you're wearing it and it's like, you look like one of the extras in the futuristic Lady Gaga video, you know, and it's like I don't want anyone to see me, but yeah, I'm gonna wear this thing and attract all of this attention. It's crazy, and I must have one. So anyway, everybody, that's gonna do it for us here at the Ian Hairston Show. I say us because there are multiples of us, but it's been great. Thank you once again for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, as always, you can tweet me at OfficialKingIan, or you can email me at officialkingian@gmail.com. Until next time, tune in and tell a friend. I'm about to teleport to the mall. Not really, but I'm leaving. See you later.